Hello, welcome back. So today I am back at a cafe working, not working as a barista, but working, just working. And yes, let's. So today I have ordered classic cappuccino and a death by chocolate cookie, which is filled with chocolate. Fairly good. So, talking about things from last week, I planned a lot of things, but to be honest, I knew what to do, but execution was still a problem. That's all I talked about in the last video. But again, things came up, not as an excuse, but so this last weekend, I went to a networking event for the first time. I went to a networking event, and there I met a lot of people, and fortunately, met a person who is from the same niche as me. And you know what? I hope I'm audible this time. So, yeah. So, the same niche as me, there's a lamb. So he gave me a lot of insights because again, even though I have been doing this for quite some time now, I am still learning, because again that is a continuous process, but there's still major things I have to learn. So he gave me a lot of insights, and that gave me more clarity on what to do, better define the next steps and take that action. That is what I'm going to do. So that is how networking is important, and it is really really important, because when you are building something of your own, when you're building your business, you tend to be very isolated, especially in the beginning stages, because you don't have a team, you don't have the funds to have a team until you go out and raise capital. But yeah, so you get isolated, and in that cubicle, wherever you work, from a co-working space or cafe is good, but mostly I work from my place. I work at my home, so that gets very monotonous, and then it is like a blockage. You are in the same restricted area with just yourself and maybe some people you watch on YouTube. You should be very selective about that, because again, not everything you see online is true. This video is, because it's just a normal yap session which I really want to do because it is nice. So when you are caged in that same place for a long duration, your mind also gets caged, and then you cannot think beyond a certain point. So when you get out, you go to a cafe that is maybe not very affordable at this point, but again, you surpass your limits, you spend a little extra, you go to that cafe, you network with people, you meet new people, you discuss ideas, and when you have that dialogue or communication, it really helps. It opens up your mind and gives you different perspectives on different things from people who have had experience. So that is what I got from this networking event. I met a lot of people. Everybody is like, yeah, we're going to deliver, we're going to do hyperlocal deliveries, we're going to do this, we're going to do that at your doorstep and all, which is again just startup. But this guy I met, I'm already connected with him now. I know him on LinkedIn and I have his contact number also. So it's good always to have a mentor because he's just a little bit elder to me, but he has much more knowledge. So it's always like it felt like I'm a mentee to him. You know what? Let's dig into the center of this cookie, which is loaded with chocolate. Oi, the big money bite. Wow. Okay. So coming back to the point that when again networking helped me, and now it just gave me more clarity on what to do and what I'm doing wrong, and it's also like a reality check because that person, he told me the reality because he was into the same business, so he had achieved much more. So it was a reality check that because recently I found myself being satisfied with what I'm doing, but again when I got to know about what can be achieved, it feels like yeah, I have not. It's not everything that I've done, and it is good. It is decent, but there is more to be done. So and along, not just in the air that yeah, there is more to be done and all that, but with specific steps that do this, do this, do this. Do you know? He was like, do you know this? I said no. Do you know how to do this? How to do that? Is this the problem you're facing? And even I put up some problem statements in front of him. So he gave me solutions to all those things because he has personally faced them. And again, coffee machine is making noise, so I hope I am audible. Right. So yeah, it was really nice. But again, coming out of this burnout, going out is really important. That is why I am doing this once a week, going out and walking. And what I've noticed is I am much more productive when walking from cafe. So it's always nice. And again, this is not a place where I can network because it's mostly corporate workers. Alright, I'm just here for the vibe, for the atmosphere, and some good old cappuccino. So, I don't know, did I speak much on networking or not? But yes, you really need to step out. You really need to step out and go out, meet people, because it is always a big help with planning the next steps. Because what I feel is next 1 month, I know what to do. So when you are out of the dilemma of planning from scratch and understanding what next steps to take, what strategies to apply, you're done with all that. I am. So now I just have to go into details about how to do those things that have already been set, and I know. So now just having a plan to action on taking the action on the strategies and everything the insights that I got, and just putting it to work. And then a big network is always good, because I'll tell you what, I met a guy with a big network in that event. He has a team, not a team, but a network full of website designers tech people who can build apps and everything. I'm not into tech. They can do everything, and he has people in what was that? He has what was that? Editors, video editors. That is a big demand, and that is why he had a big network. So if anytime I need any of those services, I can just reach out to him. I can skip the interviews through Fiverr, Upwork, and all that. I can just go through him, select my person, get the work done, move up. That's how it saves time. Network is always good. I knew it, but I never took a step. But this time I did, thanks to but yes, it feels nice. Now, I think that was all to talk about this week. Networking. Go out, meet people. Now, what to do? Have finished this cookie, keep this coffee, and get to work. That was the plan. So, thank you.